Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new video. Again, as we say in Portuguese, prometida de vídeo. We are back in my room. We are back into this setup of showing you my fashion show and showing you everything that has to do with my space, my room. And we're here to talk about how not to hate the past or how to let go of the past. So it's a very interesting topic because I'm not gonna be bullshitting you here. Okay, it's not something I do on my channel. It is very hard, and it depends on the situations that involve and we went through in the past. But the main point of this video is to actually give you three tools that can help you tremendously in letting go and moving forward with your life. Okay, there's a little bit of a similar video that I have posted, which is how to go forward in life, how to actually move forward. And the same aspect that we applied to that video, or the same um, dynamic, it's going to be applied to this one because it has to be a cheat code. You have to cultivate your wins and you have to cultivate your karma and the feeling that you have overcome it. So, the main point with this is to start meditating. By meditating, you are going to open up yourself through so much of the bullshit that you went through. And that allows you to understand those points where you have fear, you have anxiety. There are a lot of guided meditations and stuff like that. So, the first point is just start meditating or start being in more connection with yourself, and that of the past will come forward much more, unfortunately or fortunately, because then you're going to let go of it. Then the second point is that you may feel like you want to write some stuff because you want to organize your head. By writing some stuff, you are organizing your head, and you may actually feel a cathartic feeling because you are sort of like resolving things. Now, I'm not telling you again because I've done a lot of videos about this. Writing is crucial thing and a crucial point. Long term, I don't think it is because then it puts you a lot in your head and you just want to write more. But at this beginning phase, my advice is yes, meditate and then you can write some stuff. It will feel more cathartic to you because once you are in your head so much, you have to let it go somehow. That is by writing. So the focus here is in the past, and you have to be honest with yourself. You have to look at your past and write down the situations that bother you the most. Maybe some of them you don't even know. And that's why I'm going to give you then the extra advice at the end of what to search online so that you can let go of the past and figure out some of the things. But the basic point is that you may not even have such a traumatic experience, okay? Maybe you just have this weird situation that in the past it rubbed you off wrong and you're still thinking about it. I think we all have. It's normal, okay? It's normal because we're in a society, we're in touch with so many people, we connect with so many different personalities, cultures, and it's just easy to, sometimes left off a little bit mm, a little bit iffy. So writing down exactly what you feel like has not, uh, or has not been able to be at peace. What has not left your thought, okay, or your thoughts. And then the thing is that for you to let go of that, you just gotta breathe and you gotta do other stuff. So the way that you actually move on from something is to then fill your brain with other stuff. And this is something that it's, I think, the third phase of therapy because usually the second degree of therapy is you dealing with that stuff and accepting it. But in here, my point is that you have to substitute it and you have to go get more experiences. Okay, it doesn't mean that that is not going to be there and you don't meditate or you don't write it down or you don't actually then seek the medical advice if you need, or go through the other stuff that I'm going to tell you in a bit in terms of advice, in terms of content and books that you should read that can help you. But you substitute that and substitute that by things that beat your heart, okay? In this case, a physical activity, going into social groups, whatever it is, and then just actually putting yourself out there and meeting new people. Like the way that we should live life for us not to care so much about the past is to move forward, is to live our life going forward and to have more experiences. It doesn't mean that we discard our past, but it's just that we become stronger or we become someone else. And we don't, like, you don't have to have this fucking burning pressure in your head to fix something from the past. And this is the main point, and that's why I'm not here just focusing on, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to write this and we're going to feel this and we're going to emotion this. I'm not. I told you at the beginning of the video, I'm not going to bullshit you, because in some of these things and some of the content that we watch online or we research, the basic point is that there's not enough action. There's not enough stuff that tells you, but this is how you move on. And this is how you carry that torch and that burden. Nobody tells you that because nobody knows how to do that. Sure, or it's hard. Sure. But you have to do that. You can't just do the retrospective self reflection thing, because then your thoughts are going to be here. Let it go by doing other stuff. That's it. That's the main point. That might be the hardest thing, because in the beginning, all seems hard. Everything seems very difficult. But then you start meditating, you start being more in connection with yourself, you start writing some stuff down, and you're like, man, I do have a lot of these traumas, or I feel this, or I feel that. But then how the fuck do you move on? Because that, even if you fix it, and even if by yourself you twist it around, it comes back. You have to introduce new stuff in your life. So before finalizing this video, and if anyone has any suggestions, any stuff, put it down below. Okay, I've already told you and I've already given you suggestions. There the social groups in terms of the healthy exercise. There might be other stuff, but these are the things that make you move your body, getting out of your head, flow state, and meeting new people. And that's the one thing that we need as humans. So before finalizing this video, the advice or content online that could help you. You can search books about trauma, okay? I'm not telling you which books are the best, because then because I've had people tell me that this book is not good and this one is better from content that I used to post previously. And I mean, of course, the books were older by then, So, I mean, stuff changes. But the basic point is search a trauma book. There is a great one which has a tiger on the cover. That's all I'm going to say, because then people are going to get mad at me. They said that there are better ones. And then other stuff is just meditation. Research some guided meditation with exercises, whether that is yoga or Tai Chi. Because when you are so focused on the past, and maybe you want to do a meditation to let go of things and feeling healed and etc., the main point is introduce something physical to it. Okay, introduce something bodily emotion to it, and you see that it's so much more cathartic. Okay, don't just be in your head. I think the main point of this video is this: don't just be in your head. Seek the medical advice or professional advice if you need. In this case, that's why I'm giving you this book of the trauma, because this will help you relieve some of that stuff and actually relive it. Because to let go of trauma, you have to relive it, and then it's a relief. That's not a pun, it's just the truth. And then the other degree to move forward, letting go of the past, is to substitute it, having more things, going out more, getting out there. And that's something that you will not find online because nobody talks about that, because that's the hardest part, which is actually living. And living is continue to live and action. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. I know that this video is a little bit, the dynamic is similar, but it's different from the other videos that I have done and the other topics that I want to talk about or I have talked already, which is the family constellations, the childhood trauma, stuff like that. Because we're going through a little bit of meditation, self-reflection phase of content, I guess, that I got these ideas. But I feel like these videos, if you watch them, you get tools that will stay with you forever. You can come back and watch this video and you can rewatch it once and you're like, okay, I get it. I got it. And then maybe you can do some research. Sure, but you get the main point, which is doing one or two things that you can implement in your daily life. And that's it. Bare bones, basic. The same thing with the setup. That's what I said in my last video that I did this setup. I'm just a guy. I'm just an individual. I'm going out there. I'm getting my things done. And what I don't know, I search. What I don't know, I struggle. Sure, but I'm just living. It's just action. And that's what it is. Moving forward with action. Okay. Substituting stuff. Don't just be in your head. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.